It's fascinating that after so many years of building the Reciprocity Project and doing so much work on it, it feels like I'm not that much further ahead from when I started. And it really truly feels like I know that I want to record this because I think it's important for people to hear. Um, Man, I shouldn't have started it. Um, I don't think I don't think it's really making a difference. Um, Ultimately, the reason why I say that is that I just can't get anybody to fund it. Um, I would have thought by now there would have been interest, the amount of work that I've put into it. And it's just this, growing there is this sort of I had this bit of a naivety that if there was a problem and you sought out to solve it, that people would want to participate. And the odd person has, and I think everybody that has, or if you're listening to this, thank you. I just know that I'm really sort of struggling with figuring out what to do with it. Um, Man, and this is a very sort of real part of innovation is knowing that, you know, um, that you could do everything right. And you think that you do everything right, right? Like the thing is like if you don't try, if you don't do it, if you don't get like try a particular thing, you never know if it's actually going to work out. And you could sort of imagine that it's going to work out and you realize it doesn't. It's not until you actually put things to the test, or you could be very pessimistic. You never start anything and nothing ever happens, nothing innovative happens. Um, but yeah, I'm just kind of like at this moment of kind of realization of I put in all this work. Um, there's little to show for it in order to allow me to sustain it. Um, it really is. It's really a shame um, that I can't figure this out and what to do with it. After years of trying to build this thing, and I wish that there was some answer, um, but there's not. You know, at most that I could do is just really pull back and say, just ultimately treat this as a hobby. Ultimately treat this as it really is not making a difference, right? It's not creating value, as they say in management speak. Um, if it was creating value, it'd be easy to quote unquote extract value, as they say, or capture value. And I'm at a point where I realize that it's just, it's not the truth, right? That there is this sort of story of building something that you can build something and, do your best and all that kind of stuff and sort of figure things out. that I strongly just don't believe that that story is ever really. I don't believe that that story is true. Um, I think ultimately much of what happens that's innovative is really about, more of personal connections, um, being somebody or with somebody that is connected, that believes in what you're doing. But if you don't have those connections, um, like the like the Reciprocity Project, man, you're up shit creek. And you can try to do everything and try to will it, and it really doesn't matter, right? Like, it's not going to turn into something. Uh, it's really remarkable how much that actually matters. Um, if you have the connections, things happen pretty easily. If you don't, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And yeah, you're just up shit creek. Welcome to the real world. So that life's about. All right, take care. And I know that this is a depressing sort of message, but I think it's just the reality of it all. I can't figure it out. I try, and it's not working. And frankly, I just don't know what to do. And that's my message. Frustration. Um, and it's sort of, yeah, it's just my message is, honestly, I think I really need to sort of decide on whether to keep this thing going. Um, clearly, it's nice to sort of get my message out there, and I do appreciate that. But the platform itself, man, it's just not working. People really just don't want it, and there's not a connection with the value. Um, so I'm just, chalk it up as a big fat F. Um, it's the reality of it. All right. Welcome to my life. All right. Take care. Have a wonderful day.